We are something else presents.
All right, welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 184, Change. And we are here. Welcome everybody that just joined us for the second episode of The Green Room, live on Station Head. Me and my guest, Takeover Trina, had that on lockdown this week. Me and CB last week. One day we'll get E-Rich there. But everybody come off mute. It's Thursday. Happy to see y'all. Takeover. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Second Thursdays.
That's right.
Takeover Thursday. I mean, absolutely.
Thank you.
Long time coming. So how have you been?
I've been good. You know, it's countdown to the holidays, countdown to Capricorn season. So let's go. I'm ready. Let's get it.
Okay. My man E-Rich, what's good with you, bro?
You know.
Yo, look.
You know exactly what's going on.
I told everybody I had faith in you. I was like, look, we're going to go ahead and get this show started. And E-Rich is going to pop up on the scene while we have the credits roll. And then you just happen to be on the scene right before we started.
Nah, listen, man, that LA traffic is something else. You know, I had to go in the office today. You know, last all hands tech meeting, aka, you know, little party. So, but we good. We made it. We on time. You know, I'm appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, for having faith in me. Trina, what's up?
We gonna have good show. Everybody looks so fresh. The fellas, y'all looking fresh, you know.
We got to put on our Thursday's best because we knew. Look, it's Takeover Thursday now. I appreciate you for being here. Look, so let's do a roll call real quick because there's a lot of folks that was waiting. I know. Look, Dimitri, aka Real Estate Poppy, said we was on CP time again. But look, we're gonna get it because look, the fact that we are transitioning from the station head to here, I waited till the very end of that Cole song to at least start the credits. So we're right around time. But Sean Xavier, welcome, bro. Hope everything is good with you. So look, Sean Xavier got that album dropping. Y'all know how I feel about that. Like I've been telling my bro, like we need this album. So shout out to Sean Xavier and Cousin Crew, Atusa. Welcome. Appreciate you for being here. CB, I see. Be Easy was good, bro. Be Easy will be joining us at the end of the month. Did we say December 27th? Is that Wednesday?
You're the boss, bro. You tell us.
Normally Soul Tales is the last Thursday of the month, but since we have two wrap-up shows to do, the last Wednesday of the month will be the Soul Tales top 5 sneaker episode of the year. And so Be Easy, R Money, regular old guy, CB like the radio. Oh no, Sikkim Chris, CB. I keep giving all the other your aliases, and then E-Rich will be doing that top 5 sneaker show. And then the Thursday after that, we're doing top 5 albums of the year. That is the wrap-up show of the year. Then we'll take a little break. But until then, who else we got here? Blaze, I see you. Appreciate you for being here, bro. A lot of the fam in here tonight. Anissa, Sammy, Britt B. I see you. Daydreamer. Appreciate you. Look, tonight we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. There's regular old guy. Renisha Nicole. Great to see you. Look, you won't be disappointed now. We got a lot of stuff to do. So if you've never sat in on one of these shows, you're gonna have fun. And then, but I've been telling everybody about this. Is it just E? I've been warning them. Just fair warning. But with all that said, yeah, I want to see. Let's do what we came to do. Let's rap. What do we want to start? Let's start with this. Let's get some of the serious out the way, and then let's have some fun. All right. Jervin Allen, 17 of Houston. I don't know what's happening down there in Houston. From Houston, high school basketball player. He was benched during the away game. The coach benched him because of bad behavior towards another teammate. But what did Jervin do? Well, he at least waited till they got back to their home, their school, because it was a away game. Wait till they got back to school, or his family was waiting on the coach, especially his brother. And he and his brother whooped up on the coach for him getting benched at the away game. Both brothers are facing assault on a public servant, and the coach's injuries extend from head, neck, face, and arms. So let's dissect some of that. So he was upset that he got benched. Well, this brother's about to be sitting down a lot longer than a couple quarters. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about why we are so quick to react in a moment that reacting doesn't really call for all of that. I'm going to start with, let's just start light. We haven't seen Takeover in a while. Let's get Takeover going. I see E down there stewing a little bit. Let's get Takeover in.
Man, so I'm a basketball mom through and through, right? And so during those games, you know, you're in the heat of the moment. Of course, you know, you want your child to go out there and play. But if the coach, you know, benches them, it is what it is. 3 words. This is high school basketball. You're going to learn this lesson now, hopefully before you get out into the real world and be playing ball Pelican Bay, 23-hour lockdown, you know, shoe program. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so, you know, I don't know, you know, it's crazy. Hopefully the parents will step in and do their due diligence. And unfortunately, you know, any chance that this young man had at playing basketball, hopefully in college, is probably done. You know, unfortunately. So what do you do? But yeah, terrible. You got to keep your attitude in check, you know?
And the key part of this story is his parents, like the family was waiting, like more than one person was waiting for this coach to get back. So obviously it starts at the top right there in this situation. Go ahead, CB.
There's also like, and I'm sure E will end up diving into probably more of this, but like the team actually won the game. So it's like, their team actually won the game, and it was against an opponent that they haven't like won away at in like over a decade. So this entire scenario has taken away from an accomplishment that the team actually had. And it's surprising to read that the coach said that he had like he thought he had a really good relationship with this kid. So it's one of those things where it really just makes you feel like you're losing a little bit of hope, a little bit of that faith in humanity, just because it's like, bruh, it's a high school game. Yeah, emotions run wild, but apparently he got benched because my man was like there was probably going to start some at the game, and the coach was trying to keep everything under control. So that's why he ended up benching the kid. And, you know, I don't even think that was originally the coach's plan based off of what he was saying, but based off of what was going on, this was the move that he had to make. So, you know, it's wild. You know, his older brother jumped in. You know, it's like a 17-year-old and a 22-year-old man, and clearly the families were involved. So it's one of those things where you just got to hope that lessons get learned before things get really real.
Yep. E.
Damn, this full screen. Okay. Nah. I mean, you gotta look at like you said, from the perspective of, I mean, if you played sports in high school, and it sounds like it was probably like a rival game, or even if it was that one, like you said, that they haven't beat, like there's stuff that leads up to most games that you play, and there's always going to be the back and forth from that school to this school to whatever that case may be. So of course it shouldn't have got there, you know what I'm saying? It definitely shouldn't have got there, but I feel like in the sense of, you know, if coaches are more than just coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like they have to be. And the fact of the matter is, but with anything, is that there's got to be help from the home as well. And if this is something that was clearly anticipated and he was trying to get it to not get there, you know what I mean? Knowing that you've taken away from the basketball game and now you're focused on kind of being more on the harm side of like, I just want to beat somebody up or I want to punish somebody just because they said some stuff. Like, Anissa said it in the chat. Like, it's an emotional thing that people allow to get to themselves. And like I said, that 30-second reaction has now changed and altered the rest of his life. But and then the fact is, like, all for what? Because now you're known for a fight for beating up a coach. Like that ain't never been cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these kids today have their definition of cool is just weird to me. And call it old school, call it what you will. Like, if you just didn't, what happened to transferring schools if you didn't align with your coach?
Right. I mean, now this is on your record for like a public figure, like an authority figure. Like you don't know how to react to authority. Like someone giving you, like, just sitting you down. I don't understand it. Like we know that we've had plenty of stories where we've talked about a teenager that overreacted in the matter of a second, and forever, like their life has changed. Now, luckily in this case, no life was lost, but still, now you got a mugshot. Now you got this going around with you, and you're probably not going to, unless he's like a really good player, he might never see a court for a while. Well, not a basketball court at least. So, all right. Let's talk about these troubled rhythmics. So that's an inside joke from the Kendall B show, rhythmics. But anyways, Lanisha Henderson. Anybody know what Lanisha Henderson did this week or last week? Okay, if you don't, I'll tell you. 26 years old, and she's going to be held in jail. What did she do? Well, she's charged with attempted arson, trying to burn down the birth home of Martin Luther King Jr. All right. Henderson caught on camera dousing the home and outdoor plants in gasoline. Now, she has no ties to this area or that home. And in fact, when she was asked to give an address, she gave an address from out of state. So there is no motive or alibi from what I've seen of why she was tempted to do this. But obviously, there's probably some mental health issues at play here, right? Now, you obviously know where you're going, right? You know that house is a very specific house. I mean, at this point, even though it was closed for renovations, it's federal property. So now you're talking about Fed charges, right? Because it's considered a museum and it's on federal land. They own the land for an attempted arson. Now, this mugshot, I mean, nobody's mugshot ever looks good, but this one right here, it's in the eyes. There's something off here. So let's talk about it. I don't know. She drove across a couple of state lines with gasoline and a match and an idea of burning something down. Let's start with CB on this one.
Yeah, man, this one's weird since we don't know what the motive is. Like, just, decided she was going to pick up, make the drive. And apparently the people that stopped her is just two bystanders who are also from out of town. And they thought that she was watering the plants at first before they realized that was like a gasoline canister. And so you just don't know what's going through some of these people's heads. And there's no way to speculate, and hopefully it's
put me in this.
Hopefully like she gets the help that she needs, man, because it just seems like there's got to be like some trouble coming from somewhere for something like this to be going down.
Absolutely.
Was it said that she said she was a veteran? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I did read. She served some time in the military.
I mean, I think that's just kind of where we got to leave that. You know what I'm saying? Mentally not fit. A lot of stuff going on. The first time I read this, the thing I thought about was what was the lady, the astronaut lady that drove with the diapers on and shit to go.
Yeah, for with 15 hours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first thing I thought of. Like, that's crazy. But you gotta realize, like, to be in that mindset of what we don't know, but to kind of be set out, you know what I'm saying, to be in that mindset, bro, and to really play out what has manifested in that person's head is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to use the word loosely, but to really be on that level. Like, hopefully she gets her help, and you know that's the recovery that she needs. You know what I'm saying? It could have been any landmark. I think, you know, we're highlighting this because of not only her skin color, but because of what she was trying to burn down, if you will.
Yep.
So let's call it what it is, because if she was trying to burn down, you know, never mind. I'm gonna stop right there before we get cut off. But because, you know, I might have some coworkers on here listening. But nah, you know, they've been taking no, but listen, right? We had this run, and they were taking down certain statues, certain monuments, certain things that are no longer, you know, we not playing that part. Now, if she was doing something like that, then her mind is in a different place, that she's saying that, you know, she's going from the standpoint of, you're not going to erase our history.
But I will.
Exactly. So
take over.
So, you know, I watched the video of Miss Henderson attempting to burn down the former home of MLK. And, you know, this is going to sound bad, but I knew by that hairstyle that she knew she was going to go to jail. I mean, a sister out here with two braids in the front and that boat, that bun up top. Sis knew she was, you know, going to go to jail for this, you know. I mean, come on now. But seriously, I mean, when I saw the video, I was like, okay, it has to be one of three things, right? Mental health, like we've said. 2, some drugs, you know. I mean, drugs will, you know, alter your mind and make you do some wild stuff. And then the third one was, I was like, well, dang, did someone kind of coerce her and pay her to do this? Like, she had no invested interest from what I read to do this. You know, we haven't been given a motive. So, you know, it has to be one of the three. And thus far, we still haven't heard a motive. So, you know, all you can do is kind of just pray that she gets the help that she needs and, you know, doesn't do this again, because it's not looking good for the sister.
Somehow, some way along this way, I know they're going to try to blame Young Thug's rap lyrics on this. They're going to try to find a way in and say Young Thug told her to do it.
Nah, he explained, you know, it's a big misconception about what all his lyrics and all that stuff means. So he's good.
Right. All right. So speaking of good, right? Let's talk about let's lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's talk cosmics. I have look, hold on a minute. On my desk. It's got the official McDonald's statement about cosmics, and let's learn about it. Our universe is growing this week as McDonald's starts testing cosmics, a new small format beverage-led concept that's truly out of this world. Inspired by nostalgia and powered by a menu of bold, refreshing beverages and tasty treats, Cosmics is landing Earthside for us humans to enjoy. As a part of limited tests, the first Cosmics location opens in Bolingbrook, Illinois this month, with a handful of additional outposts planned in the coming months. Never heard of Bolingbrook, Illinois, but if you're close, go check that out. Cosmics seamlessly blends brand new otherworldly beverages creations with a small lineup of food, including a select few McDonald's favorites, also all designed to boost your mood into the stratosphere, if only for a few minutes. Who the hell wrote this shit? Because this is they are selling the hell out of Cosmics. All right. Okay.
You know how much money McDonald's has, bro? What do you mean who wrote this shit?
Cosmics menu is rooted in beverage exploration with the bold and unexpected flavor combinations, vibrant colors, and functional boosts. You'll see a range of specialty lemonades and teas, indulgent blended beverages, and cold coffee. Think Sour Cherry Energy Slush, Tropical Spice Aid. Oh, wait a minute. It continues. S'mores Cold Brew. Make it yours with customizations at every turn. Popping boba, flavored syrups, energy, vitamin C. Okay, I'm not reading more of this shit. But let's look at this menu right here. Let's look at this menu. So again, eye-popping colors. You got like a couple different fraps. You got some energy burst drinks. A Mick Pop. Looks like a filled donut. A pretzel bite, spicy queso sandwich. Okay. Oh, they got hash brown.
That's the funniest fucking name, bro. Spicy queso sandwich.
Yeah.
Just a spicy cheese sandwich. That's the name.
But it's got looks like sausage on there too and pickles. I don't. The bun is square. Man. The bun is square. They do have egg McMuffin sandwiches, McFlurries.
Come up with a better name than spicy queso sandwich, bro.
Caramel fudge. Yeah, you pay for all that writing and you can't think of a different.
They're too busy getting the colors right to get the name right.
Oh my! What the hell is a McPop? Who's gonna go to the menus like, can I have a McPop, please? What the? All right.
I mean, we grew up in the 90s, bro. Like they used to put Mick in front of everything.
Yeah, I mean, look. So let's talk about this real quick. So McDonald's is really building these to be direct competition to Starbucks. Now, Starbucks and McDonald's in their own worlds rule those markets for the most part. McDonald's with the longevity, Starbucks with just the cult following, right? I don't think anything McDonald's could do could run competition with Starbucks. Just because, I mean, Starbucks has their own language. Like I had no idea what a medicine ball was until my bro came up here and we were on our way to the recording session. And I was like, what the hell is that? This is like this hidden menu names that nobody knows about. And you're discovering these delicious drinks. Shout out to E. Rich for that. The medicine ball is an amazing drink. She said, "Mick, hell no, Mick tummy hurt."
That's a good one.
That's funny. But people love what's new, right? And this is probably marketed for 2 generations below us, right? This is that crew. Because they love boba tea and all that shit. And spicy queso sandwiches with avocados.
We do have an Asian on the panel. Don't talk too hard on the boba.
All right, let's start with the resident Asian, and let's go ahead, CB. What are your thoughts on the cosmics?
Well, at first I thought this was something straight out like the Jetsons. So I'm a fast food connoisseur, bro. I'm gonna check it out. If I have the opportunity, I'm gonna try all the shit. I will laugh and order a spicy queso sandwich. It's one of those things where this stuff, it's fun. Shout out to McDonald's. They said they're trying to get more afternoon share. Apparently that's a market that Starbucks is really good in. People need those afternoon pick-me-ups, and they're trying to be a spot for that, I guess. There's a difference between getting a spice aid or a turmeric-based drink or whatever it is than ordering a Big Mac, I guess.
So, real quick, do you know why Starbucks rules that afternoon portion?
Well, I mean, at least in Bethesda, we can look out of our door and see 3 of them, but I know that's not the answer.
No, my answer is because all the machines work. Every time you go to Starbucks, the machines work. So what's the point of having another?
That's because they don't sell ice cream.
But this place will have they McFlurry is on the menu, which
all I'm saying is maybe all of the working ice cream machines were saved for Cosmics. I don't know, bro.
All right, I got you. Let's get E on it, because I'm sure this will be one popping out in Cali probably before it makes its way to the DMV.
I won't be going to it, but listen, McDonald's had the blueprint back to what we were looking for when they brought back the orange drink. Okay, they brought back the orange drink, and we would think we were trending back to what we knew about that, right? And then they hit us with the what was that? The adult Happy Meal, right? Which was the nostalgia part of where I think that was probably the best thing they could have done, which was driving people to, exactly what it is. But at the end of the day, bro, like it's a no, it's a negative. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about it that's like it. So I guess the question is, who's the demographic for this? Because you're saying midday, right? So you're talking about people that work. You're talking about more or less the people that are just kind of out and about. Because if the economy is the way that it is, and is,
Go ahead, keep going.
That's all right. I'll save it for
Keep going. Come on, keep going.
I'll save it for just I feel should it's a Suge Knight type of night coming. All right. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't listen. I don't think at the end of the day this is anything that's gonna stick. At the end of the day, I think it is what it is.
Okay.
All right. So look, Starbucks will forever be the GOAT. Okay. Let me just put that out there now. And as an avid Starbucks drinker who gets their drinks, their foods, their snacks, Cosmix is no competition for Starbucks. Okay. Dunkin' Donuts is not going to be competition, in my opinion, for Cosmix. But I have to keep it real. Because at the end of the day, I love trying, a variety of different, drinks and snacks. And, that's just who I am. I, love little treats and stuff like that. So I'm going to go and try it. Okay. Because I saw they had a drink with like ginger in there. And I want to see, are y'all using real ginger or is this artificially, flavored? Because that's one thing that I'm not going to do. I don't I'm too grown to get the artificially flavored stuff. So hopefully Cosmix comes with the pure natural ingredients, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Okay. Right. But when I first heard about this, I mean, seriously, I thought this was like a joke.
Same here.
Like, is this like McDowell's? Like, what is this? Like, I was like, is McDonald's desperate? I mean, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to report back. I know 3 things, okay? The ice cream machine better be working 24/7. I hope they sell breakfast all day because I'm a breakfast person and I saw they, going to have some breakfast items on the menu. And I like eating breakfast at a random 7:35 p.m., that's just me. Right. And, I don't know. We're going to see what happens with this, but I'm going to, try some of the McPops and all of that and see what it's hitting on.
Okay. All right. Coming to a city shortly. All right, here we go. This is the one I've been waiting on right here. Then we'll get into a couple speed rounds and we'll move about tonight. So Reggie Bush officially named the 22nd member of the 2023 College Football Hall of Fame. He was inducted on December 5th in Vegas and enshrined in Atlanta. During his 3 seasons at USC, he helped guide USC to 3 consecutive national championships. We all know what happened with that last one, but that was just, that's still one of the greatest games I've probably seen play. Bush was granted all of his records back because if you remember, Bush got caught up in it was outside of school issues. And now with the NIL deal, like a lot of what Reggie got caught up in seems kind of null and void because everybody's getting paid now, taking money off their name, image, and likeness for the most part, right? So, and he was also stripped of the Heisman Trophy. So if you look up Heisman Trophy for whatever year that was, that 2000 and
I think it's 2005.
It says like it's blank, or it just says like it doesn't have his name there anymore. So hopefully by him being granted all his college records back, which is the reason why he's now in the College Football Hall of Fame because those records stand. Maybe this is the NCAA kind of opening back up to maybe perhaps giving him his Heisman back one day. We'll see. We've had people keep their Heismans and done worse. Let's just say that. All right. But I was having a conversation with my bro last night, and I'm going to pose this to you too, CB, and Takeover, if you remember Reggie Bush. But to me, Reggie was probably the most exciting most exciting college player I've ever seen play the game of football at all positions in my lifetime. There's probably been some, in the prior generation that have seen others just have great college careers. But to me, Reggie stands out as probably the most exciting college football player I've ever seen in my life. His speed, his agility. I mean, he has all the records. I mean, at running back, we're not even talking about quarterback, wide receiver. We're talking about running back. So it's good that he's in the Hall of Fame. So again, hopefully this opens everything else back up for him. He gets the Heisman back one day. But let's go around the panel. Let's talk about it. E, I know you're out there close to USC, SC fan. Tell us your thoughts on this.
I mean, we've been there's billboards out here that people are personally paying for that have been buying for them to give back his Heisman Trophy. I mean, everybody knew what was going on. They were upset because he outed them and said that you guys were paying my family for me to play this game. Y'all just mad because I said it. You know what I mean? Like, and that was it. But at the end of the day, like, hands down, and I understand it might sound like a little biasness just because that's from the LA side, but we've never seen anybody like Reggie Bush in college football probably since then that dominated the way he did, whether it's kick returns, punt returns. I mean, as soon as he got the ball, every time you were looking at it as it could be a touchdown. We don't have that now. There's nobody that's in the league that's doing that. So I think if you really put it that way and say, like, as far as our lifetime or what we've seen, I say that Reggie Bush is probably the most exciting college football player that I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Takeover. Do you remember Reggie Bush? Are you into college football?
Yeah. So, I definitely remember and follow Reggie Bush. And, my take is, in a perfect world, he would get a formal apology, right? He would get the number 5 jersey hung back up, and he would get the Heisman Trophy awarded back to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my opinion, he literally put USC on the map, okay? And so they're trying to repair that relationship now, which is great. But we still have some milestones to go, and we will wait and see if he's going to get the Heisman back. That's the money question. But because of what the rules were back in 2004, 2005, I don't know if it's going to happen. Regardless of how things have progressed now, I honestly don't know if he will get it back.
That's a fair point. Fair take. CB.
Well, I'm definitely pumped for Reggie as a fan. I think that this is long overdue when we're talking about being inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. So the thing is the College Football Hall of Fame is separate from the NCAA. Like, they're not like joined at all or whatever. So it's one of those things where the Hall of Fame came out and they're like, yeah, no, we're recognizing everything that this guy did, all his accomplishments. And from what I've read about all the Heisman shit is that even though the Heisman is also a separate entity from the NCAA, they're just, at least in bed enough that they basically were like, yeah, unless the NCAA reinstates Reggie, he's not getting his Heisman back. Like, that's basically it. And we're at the point where Reggie is he filed a defamation lawsuit.
Yep.
I want to say it was like earlier in August. And he's been fighting these guys in court for years now, basically, to prove that it's not just for him to have been targeted for something like this, when you got literally a documentary that came out and man's on the documentary telling him that, hey, yeah, nah, we lied. Me and my entire family lied to the NCAA. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where this entire situation just brings back up some of the injustice that the man is still going through, because this is a great accomplishment and it's something that is what it should be. He's at least in the conversation for, at least in my lifetime, top 3 most exciting college football players that I've ever gotten to watch play. So because I did get to watch Michael Vick, and I got to put him in the conversation. And then there's probably another player or two, but Reggie's right up there. And then out for our generation, like I was in high school when he was doing his stuff at USC, the most impressionable years of your young adulthood and all that stuff. Like when we were out playing the pickup games, the full 11-on-11 pickup games on the weekends, like we're trying to emulate this guy. You know what I mean? We thought everybody was Fresno State when you were out there at the park. So this is dope. Reggie's someone who his impact just is continuing to last, even though he never really became that guy in the league because of what he did in college. And he was that guy. Like, that's why we're still talking about it. And so great accomplishment. But again, it's still highlighting that his whole situation is still not resolved.
Right. Exciting football. Reggie Bush, Vince Young, all that whole era of college football. And you're right, Dimitri. Saban, some of those titles should have been taken from Saban too. If you're going to take Reggie's Heisman, there's some things within Saban's recruiting, as we know now.
Pete Carroll didn't even get touched for all the stuff, right? Like they had to go after Reggie's running backs coach.
Yep. All right, so let's jump into some 60 seconds or less, and then I
was testing to see if Ricardo was still in the chat, by the way.
Let's jump into some 60 seconds or less, quick rounds, speed rounds, and then it'll be here. All right. So I talked about 2 albums celebrating anniversaries on the same day. So December 9th, 2014, December 9th, 2016, J. Cole dropped 2 albums. December 9th, 2014 was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And in 2016, he dropped For Your Eyes Only. Forest Hills Drive turns 9. For Your Eyes Only turns 7. So speed round, real quick, for people who don't know, For Your Eyes Only is probably considered Cole's best album. A lot of people are going to say, Forest Hills Drive is considered Cole's classic. That's where Cole came to be who he is. People are going to tell y'all that's his classic. That turned 9. And then Forest Hills Drive, a lot of people didn't understand the concept of Forest Hills Drive because the music was so different, right? People didn't know he was narrating or telling a story. And me, I was one of those people. I didn't understand that it was kind of role playing. He was playing the life of somebody else. All into the very last bar of that last song, it clicked like, oh my God, like this dude is telling a story, somebody else's story, but in parallel to his life at the same time. And that was like, wow, this is amazing. So let's talk about these albums. Where are these albums at within your Cole discography? 60 seconds or less. Let's start with my man E. Rich.
I mean, we just talked about this, like, as far as these albums resonate with the time that they came out and like where you were at, what you were doing. So and I think Bunk just said like there's some other ones that had like that, the years, if you think about the projects and albums that dropped that year, along with this, with these, I mean, that's when we was having we had a run of like crazy good music. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And the quality of music that we were listening to back then, it's appreciated now while we're still talking about it. So, I mean, you can still go back and run these albums and, still feel relevant today.
And where does Forest Hills Drive sit at in your discography for Cole?
Got to run the tape back of what I said last week, or was it 2 weeks ago we talked about it?
Right.
Okay.
I think it was one of those things where we said like 1 week it can be one over the other, you know what I'm saying? But like they interchange just based upon like how you feeling.
I was seeing where you were at this week. That's a Takeover.
Okay, so Forest Hill Drives, that's going to be top for me. And with me having, family, we are from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I definitely resonated with, the album. And as a Black male growing up in Fayetteville, I think he painted a great picture. I'm sure some of my cousins could definitely testify to that. It's country, but it's a different game, different ball game down there. And so, J. Cole, regardless of what your favorite Cole album is, I think he's always going to send a strong message. And I can honestly say on that album, I mean, the whole album, there's not a song that I didn't like. So,
okay. CB.
I mean, these are two of the projects that made me a Cole fan, right? So it's dope. I didn't even realize that they had the date tied in like that until you brought it up. And you really got to see, when you're talking about like the storytelling aspect, you really got to see like the level that Cole was thinking at, and was writing at, and why he felt like he deserved to be considered in a certain part of the game, from when he jumped in, and now he actually is getting that type of treatment, because people forget he wasn't, it's not like everyone loved J. Cole. That like there were, he's talked about that over the years in terms of how he kind of changed up from wearing all the chains. He went from like the fresh shape ups to the dreads and all that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He changed up his mindset, and you got to kind of see some of that being built up, that progression, from these two projects. And I mean, you talk about throwing on like a classic Cole track, you put no role models on there, and like, you're having a good time. So great projects, and it just highlights that Cole's one of the best out there still.
All right. So speaking of one of the best, look, 6-inch mini cream cheese pound cakes. Holla at Patty Cake Piper, one of our Black Business Series alumni, or is it alum? Doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Now through December 21st, you can order the 6-inch mini cream cheese pound cake. Available with or without caramel sauce. $35 plus taxes and shipping. 2 or 3 day shipping available. Use the WRSE code to get 15% off. But then also, she has those adult treat boxes. Look at it. So the green box includes 1 holiday plain Jane, 1 sea salt caramel brownie with pecans, 3 chocolate M&M with pecan cookies. The red box, 1 holiday Captain Crunch treat, 1 red velvet brownie, 3 salted caramel cookies. Now, mind you, I told you, these are adult treats. So you don't want to eat all these in one sitting unless you want to suffer some consequences there. But shout out to Patty Cake Piper, Black Business Series alum. Holler at her. Use the WRSE code to save 15%. But I don't think there's anything that's going to save us from this. All right, my bro.
Well, it's about that time. So last week, oddly enough, me and my bro we talk often, and the way that it aligned last week was pretty crazy. This week is just now getting out of hand because I was told a story, and the story definitely just resonates with why this is even more funnier at this juncture. However, is it just E? Let's get to it. Okay, Now everybody's different, so we're gonna roll with it in that sense, right? I want to say maybe about a year ago, I did a Is It Just E about toilet paper and how it's supposed to be on the roll, right? And like it should be where the roll is, like you should be able to pull down the sheet and not necessarily, it shouldn't be going the other way, right? So we're gonna take it a step further because Is It Just E is really about those couples that are a little too into each other. But it begs the question, if you so choose to answer, at what stage in a couple's relationship do you walk in while that person is taking a shit? This is a very interesting topic. Like, so I saw this a couple of times on IG. I've actually I've had some conversations. I feel like there's a level of privacy that you just have to have with yourself, and when you're on the throne, if you will, for lack of a better terms. But I don't care how long in a relationship that I've never allowed anybody to walk in while I'm taking it. And that's wild. This that is crazy. Damn, 3 months to meet you. That's wild, bro. Like, again, it's like that first year picture is super wild because it's like, who wants to smell somebody else's shit, especially a grown man, a grown person. It can be a female, it don't matter. Ain't nobody smelling no grown ass shit on just GP. Like, this is not happening. So with that being said, listen, this is for everybody to answer. I mean, they already started answering in the chat. I appreciate y'all. But listen, if this is some shit that y'all do, what's really going on? Do you walk in and have a conversation with anybody who you are dating with as they're taking a shit? Thoughts?
CB. When in doubt, just go with CB first.
Nah, man. I've never progressed to that stage. Maybe that's why I'm still single, bro. I don't know, man. I've never progressed to that stage where, she's in there, dropping the Browns off at the Super Bowl, and I feel like, it's gotta be in there. You know what I mean? Like, it can wait, bro. It can wait. Me and my brother-in-law refer to it as having to go to the blue tent, as a football reference. And you better believe, like, if I'm in the blue tent, I don't want her in there. So I don't know, bro. And I can understand if other people feel comfortable, like, if she feels comfortable with me and she's walking in, all I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna suggest that you don't, but that's on you at that point. Bring you some matches.
Look, I'm like Anissa. Look, leave me the hell alone. Like, it's nothing like sacred. I can't go anywhere without just give me a moment. Like, sometimes y'all know how I get at the work bathroom when I'm in the bathroom suite. Y'all know how I am when I get to the bathroom suite. Like, I just want some privacy. And the fact that I like to take all my clothes off when I'm handling business and thinking of, like, show ideas. Like, come on now. Just give me some. I can't think straight with my clothes off, pen in my pad in my hand, and you bothering me, asking me questions. Can't do it. Sorry. So that's my creative time. I wrote my verse to the song that we were going to perform at Sean Xavier's house in the bathroom suite at work. But yeah, just leave me alone. It's my private time. I'm allowed some private time. Like, even like if I'm sitting in traffic, driving home, I'd rather for you to call me while I'm sitting in traffic, pissed off at people around me driving home, than to come knocking in the door while I'm being creative. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, Takeover. All you.
Okay, first off, the fact that you
Monkey.
still call it the bathroom suite, Kaleo.
It's the because it's the biggest
It's
bathroom
because
out of all the
Yeah.
other stalls in the work bathroom. The bathroom suite. That's what you can call it, the penthouse. It's gonna be the penthouse.
yeah.
Don't worry, we gonna work on that, okay?
Go ahead.
But Be Easy knows once we locked in, ain't no switching up. So he has to lock the door on me, because if I need to come in and holler at you, we gonna rapid taste. And I'm used to his stuff. I'm immune to it now. So you better lock the door. I'm good. I'm good money. And even if you come in on me, we cool. Come on in. What you gotta say? I'm gonna keep it cute though.
With those little Debbie candles lit in the back.
That's right. You better know it. Strawberry shortcake.
There was some report though. It was something about like men spend like a certain number of hours in the bathroom every year, mostly just to have time to themselves. Like that was an actual study. Scientific funds were put into this just to prove what Kaleo was saying is, sometimes you just need to go to the creative room and, get some lines written out.
And I'm part Pacific Islander. In Asian households, we leave our shoes on the outside the door before we walk in the room. So my shoes are sitting right outside that stall, and I got on my comfortable socks.
I apologize. I got to do that.
You open up the door, so we keeping it real.
And Trina's opening up the door on Be Easy too. You know what I mean? Like
super wild.
That's right, because like you said, CB, sometimes he's in there way too long. Like, come on, we need to get the day started. Don't hide from me.
He in there thinking about culture couture shirt ideas.
You know that.
Look, she said, "Don't hide from me, bro." Like,
that's right. knock. What's good?
Man, hold on.
Something else.
There we go. All right. Let's refocus. Save 10% this weekend at DC Shop High, WRSE 10. Another one of our Black Business Series alumni. Shout out to Grant and the wonderful folks at DC Shop High. That is Chicago deep dish style pizza made by Black hands here in the DMV area. Look, there it is right there. And they got dessert. They got all that great stuff. Oh, man, look, y'all have been amazing night for putting up with us. But there's one more item of business we got to handle before we get out of here. Hold on, wait, man. I got a button for that too.
For the soul.
All right, CB. This is what we do. This is what we talk about. What we talk about best on this show, and that's sneakers. What we got for that copper drop this week?
We're coming back with another pair of.
I got both pair for you too, by the way. So yeah, just giving you a heads up.
Yeah. Joe Fresh Goods coming back with another collaboration with New Balance. This is the 990 V4, and these are an homage to the movie Belly. So a pretty cool concept. These are New Balances, and y'all remember from last week, sometimes the retail prices can be up there. These are $250 each. They do drop this weekend. There have been some raffles and things like that. But again, another Joe Fresh Goods. What was that?
I said, talk about the other pair, and I put both graphics up because I got the.
Oh, so also the the Powerpuff Girls and Nike Dunks are releasing this weekend, which are freaking dope. There was a drop actually today, and some skate shops. I'm assuming they've got their own releases lined up, but these are the new Dunk price, if I'm remembering correctly, $120. I think I'd have to go back and check, but some fired sneakers dropping this weekend. If you had the opportunity and the funds, would you choose to cop or drop either of these? And there's a lot of colors to choose from too. As we've been talking about, nothing is a must cop for me until I get a specific pair of shoes that general release this Friday. So none of these are a must cop, but I'll be honest, I like multiple of these pairs. So pretty much all of these in general would be a cop, but
Absolutely.
I got funds set aside and until further notice. What about y'all?
So yes, there's another specific pair that dropped this week that everybody is trying to get their hands on. But from between these two pairs, look, I love the Powerpuff Girls. I've been looking at those sneakers for a while they were in the sneakers release. They were making their ways through the sneaker realm. But when I found out these Joe Fresh goods were based on the movie Belly, and they showed the scene.
Yep.
When the scene was blue, and then they had the guy holding up the blue version of that New Balance, I was automatically sold. Like, yo, we know what we talk about movies that's part of the culture. You talk about Boomerangs, you talk about Mo Monies, you talk about Paid in Full, and now when you talk about Belly, like, and to have a shoe to represent Belly, that I think that has to go into my collection. And we know how hard and cold that intro to Belly was. One of the most iconic intro to that movie, to any movie that I've seen, with the soul to soul. All right, E, let's go.
Yeah. As far as the the Joe Fresh goods, the white pair for sure. I definitely can rock those. The Powder Puff Girls, like, listen, we've talked about that. We've talked about that. And we've seen some in hand. Like they showed them on foot. I think you can't go wrong with anyone. Now, again, I'm not gonna cop the pink ones just because I'm not, I'm not Killer Cam out here. I can't pull that off. But the green and the blue ones, oh wait, I can't wear those either. Okay, so it's probably just the green ones that I'll be able to wear. Damn. Product of my environment. My bad.
All right. Let me get you up here. Take over.
Okay, so I love the idea of paying homage to Belly. Unfortunately, they are a drop for me. I don't know. They just look a little bulky. And on my delicate feet, I don't think I could pull those off, But power to those who can. Now, the Powerpuff, man, give me the pink, give me the green, give me the blue in that order. We in there. I like those.
Shout out to the chat tonight, man, for real. Like.
Y'all are amazing. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely live. So cop.
We appreciate y'all. All right. Now we are at the point where we're just gonna go ahead and show some sneakers, get up out of here. It is officially Takeover Thursday. So do you want to go first? Do you want to go last? Takeover in the shoe and tell.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go first.
There you go.
Kick it off, All right. So if this shoe looks a little big, mind your business. Objects may appear bigger on YouTube than they appear. Uh-oh. But I am coming in this Thursday with the Nike Dunk Lows wash denim version. I think retail was like around 110, 120. Okay. So, bam.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, I've been rocking those, this week with denim jeans. I like it. It's versatile. You can have the joggers on. I like the gum sole. So the gum sole, it definitely adds a little flavor. So with the gum sole, I've been pairing it with my vintage Gucci. And that's it.
Nice. Somebody wrote that in the bathroom.
Damn.
And you know this.
All right, so listen, to do a little plug, because we do have the top 5 coming up. Potentially a top 5 shoe for me. I say potential. We still got some shoes that are coming out, especially this weekend. It's crazy. But I like this shoe so much I had to get 2 pair, and the second pair came in. Showed them last, but you know the OGs. Still, like I said, the second pair. Crazy that you can still get them for damn near under retail, you know what I'm saying, at certain locations. But you know, you can't go wrong with your classic Air Max 1. Again, OG with the 86 bubble with the, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And like I said, this is my second pair. So shout out to those of us who buy shoes and get that second pair because we like the shoes that much and we know that we're gonna actually wear the damn shoe anyway. So
look, Nike would tell you that bots aren't part of the sneaker culture anymore because of all the security questions they put on their sneakers app, but bots are still very much real. So you really are competing against them when you go for these sneaker launches. Now we're going to do an interactive shoe and tell. So in the chat, welcome Chantel. So in the chat and on the panel, I got 2 shoes. Yeah, I want y'all to let me know which shoes are we going to show. We're going to show some dope shit that I got off Sold, from Soul Links. Got a good deal on one of the most comfortable shoes that I want the dope, affordable, comfortable shoe. Or y'all want me to flex? This is interactive here. We're gonna get that. And while y'all doing that in the chat, I'm gonna let CB go, and we're gonna see what everybody says. Flex or dope? He said both. All right, go ahead, CB. My bad.
Well, you know that I would vote for going to the laundromat and flexing real hard and throwing some dryer sheets. So I kind of did that with this pair here, so you can see the box.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a big ass box, man.
You went up. I don't know if we talked about that because that's a. Which ones though? Is the question.
These are the Fear of God basketball joints.
Yes,
but
They're actually, these are incredibly clean. But I will say they run small. So I would go up at least half a size if you're interested in these. I know there are some people in the chat that are not interested in these. It's all good. Everyone's got their own taste, right? But yeah, nah, dude, these are sick, bro. And I will be getting. I got these in a size 10. I really needed to have gotten them in a 10.5. I would go up half a size at least for anyone that's interested. But yeah, man, these are dope. I am a fan.
How much did you pay for those, CB?
These are $250 retail.
Nice.
That's why she asked you that question.
And you know it. Yep.
She knew Be Easy, a Fear of God type dude. So
I mean, B got me with the essentials shirt and everything, man. He's the Fear of God representative.
So the low tops is the ones that I wanted, but still expensive. All right, so we voted for a lot of people said both. So we're just gonna go ahead with both. So for those who don't know, as sneakerheads, we follow this one app called Soul Links, and that's where you can find a lot of stuff that's on sale, a lot of good stuff that you may have missed on, comfortable stuff. And so since we're at the end of the year and close to the holidays, Adidas went super crazy this year with a lot of the stuff that they put up on sale. Now, if y'all don't know, Ultra Boosts are typically a $200 shoe.
Jeez.
So this is green. This is the mind. Is Sean Xavier still here? Because he's a Hurricanes fan. Sean Xavier. These are the Hurricanes, and this is green right here. So that's why it's not showing. And then on the inside you can see the bird. So this is normally a $200 shoe. I got for $70 off of Soul Links because of the sales. One of the most comfortable shoes. I mean, if you have an Ultra Boost or anything with boosting, you know how comfortable that is. And then they got the little zip tie thing in the front. Full tie. So yeah, the Miami Ultra Boost, those. Now we talk about flex. So everybody knows what's getting ready to happen. At least 2 people on the panel know what's getting ready to happen for this major flex.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That's for real. So there's
Hold on.
I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
In
So
solidarity.
there's a shoe that comes out tomorrow that's on everybody's list for the year. This is the shoe on everybody's list that everybody wants this year. Comes out tomorrow. You know where I'm going with it. It is the Kobe.
This is bullshit.
The Kobe Grinch. And I got the green laces in again, so you can't see it. But yeah, I hit on the first exclusive drop that Nike put out 2 weeks ago. Something like that. It would have been
nice to hit on the second one.
Yep. And it comes with red laces. I don't know who's going to do red laces, but yeah, and on the end, well, it's green again, so you really can't see what it says. But yeah, this was the shoe that we talked about all year long that we wanted to cop at Sneakerheads, and on Soul Tales we talked about it. But apparently, look, Vanessa said that there are plenty of pairs. People will get their pairs if they want them. So, but that's it, y'all. Let's see what let's come back in solidarity, and then we can get out of here. Let's see what the takeover. First of all, appreciate you for the first official Takeover Thursday.
Just I'm glad to be here with the bros, and it's Takeover Thursday, so it's gonna be live each and every time.
Yeah. I need to follow up and see if we have the third Thursday segment debuting next week, because I had somebody semi-committed to Locked In, and I need to reach out to her to see if she's still down. If not, then we'll be back here with a regular show. Let me give you the dates if it's important to you. So tomorrow, noon, 12:01 noon here, we will be WRSE presents The Abstract on Station Head. It's my normal afternoon radio show. And then, so the big shows for this year, December 27th is a Wednesday. Probably start about 9 o'clock, because this show's going to go probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a sneaker show. It's the top 5 sneakers of the year. This is the wrap-up show. Think about all the sneakers that we copped or we didn't cop, and we're going to put them in our top 5 list of the year. And then the very next night, December 28th, we're going to do our top 5 albums of the year. Speaking of albums, in just an hour and 15 minutes, another album drops that could be in my top 5 of the year, and that's Boss. I don't know if y'all like Boss. I got a feeling this album's going to be fire. But appreciate everybody in the chat. Look, can't do this without y'all. Y'all came through in numbers tonight. Yeah. Takeover. Also appreciate you for joining me in the green room. That was dope. CB, anything you want to close out with?
Go support your black businesses. For sure.
And if anyone needs to throw in for a 10.5 on Friday, I'll send y'all my address.
Nah, man, listen, for real, go support, man. We always talking about this economy and how crazy shit is. Y'all go, buy some bullshit from some other people. We got sponsors. We got people that got businesses on the podcast. We got people that got businesses in this chat.
But I'm gonna do a lot. My box from Patty Cake Piper should arrive tomorrow, I believe. I'm gonna do a live unboxing on the IG, so y'all can see what Patty Cake Piper is capable of. Because I've ordered from her before, but it's good stuff. So
I'm just saying, man, a green room episode with the adult snacks. It just kind of goes together.
This show is definitely not going to happen right after that.
What happened to CB?
You're probably going to get about 10 minutes of that show, and then they're just going to go, that's it.
CB gonna have all the Taco Bell in the camera the whole time.
Bro, they're gonna be like, "Yo, he ordered more. Who is this man?"
Yeah, no, we appreciate you too, Ancient Mama. Appreciate you for being here. Be easy that you go. Appreciate you, bro. Carno, Didi, Cousin Crew. Look out for that Cousin Crew in the We Are Something Else collab show. Real Estate Poppy, appreciate you. Sammy, Britt B. Who else was in there? I said Cardo, Sean Xavier. All y'all for being here. We couldn't have done this without y'all. Anissa. Thank you. And look, day one, Anissa. Appreciate you. Let's keep it live. See y'all tomorrow at the Abstract with your boy Kaleo.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Peace.